Oh, hello.
And here's this failed experiment.
Oh, how's it going?
Shut the fuck up.
Look at that hair. Look at that fucking hair and that goth shit in the background.
Yep.
Yes, this is the Life with Louie, tall, thin hipster commentary. I can't even look at that now. Like, that show was good. Dennis and S is good.
It was okay. I wasn't a fan of all these kind of early morning cartoons that were played on Global all the time.
Global?
Yeah,
I
Global.
thought I watched this on...
And YTV played a lot too, but Global played a lot.
I thought I saw this on American channel. Mr. Wilson! Oh, God, I compared someone...
Get out of here!
I compared someone to Dennis the Menace the other day.
Was it me?
I don't think so. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, and here's Life with Louie. Oh God.
I'm Louie Anderson.
The show was bad. Life with Louie, the show, was terrible.
Oh yeah. Well,
Our review wasn't that great either.
He's kind of a terrible person.
He is. Our review wasn't that great either. It was a bad idea.
You know, I like to call
bad
him.
all around.
He's like the poor man's John Candy. And I mean the really, really, really poor man.
But no, man, like this was not our finest hour, this review.
No, we were trying for April Fools to do something a bit different, and
this was different, that's for sure.
Well, it's basically saying what I really was, or possibly still am. Tall, thin, and...
You're not really thin anymore, you fucking tubbo.
I'd say the average person would say I was thin.
You've gained some hernia fat, basically. Having a hernia means that you can't actually go out and exercise, so you've gained the hernia fat.
Oh, I'm still tall, and at very least average size, then.
And you're definitely... You can be a hipster sometimes. You mean, you like Scott Pilgrim, that's pretty hipster.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine, a lot of people like Scott Pilgrim.
You had an eyebrow piercing for a while, that's pretty fucking hipster.
I did, that's true. And I still have the cabbie hat, and the plaid shirts. Well, like, here's the thing, like, plaid shirts can be worn by a lot of different people.
You're a fucking hipster, Dave. You have to come to terms with it.
I'm Canadian, I'm embracing my lumberjack heritage.
I gotta bring you to, like, an intervention of anti-hipsterdom.
You're not gonna find that around here.
Yeah, this is a hipster city, holy fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Is it a hipster
There's a lot
city?
of hipsters. It's like students and hipsters. Because the thing, like, there are people that they go to college or university here and they graduate and they still remain hipsters.
Yeah, they just stay here and
they just work at whatever and then they go to these bars, which I like to a degree.
You like hipster bars, yeah, I know, because you're a hipster.
Recovering.
Recovering hipster. I can proudly say I've never been a hipster.
You have a hipster hat.
Only because you gave it to me. And only because I use it for game roulette.
Well, that's the thing. I wasn't really hipster-ish until I was into my 20s.
Yeah. But I've never been one. And it feels... Actually, no, you owned a guitar when you were like 19 or 18.
That's my dad's.
Still hipster.
No, it doesn't.
You're a hipster, Dave. You have to just embrace your hipsterdom. You have to...
Like when Devin is starting to hold his arm up because he knows I'm going to smack him in the face.
But no, like I've never been interested in any of this hipster culture, any of this bullshit.
There's a good amount of it that I don't particularly want to dive into.
And yet you do all the time. You dive completely
like
into those hipster vaginas that you very rarely get. Those sludgy black morasses.
Ew. Fucking terrible. Well, it's kind of hard to go to a university at my age and not be surrounded by hipster people.
Oh yeah, I mean like we're people in our late 20s going back to school, and we're encountering people in our early 20s.
In their early 20s.
Yeah, sorry, their early 20s, and like there's even in that small amount, there's a generational gap.
Yeah,
like they grew up with N64 and PlayStation, not NES and Sega like we did. Like they don't
even
know.
N64s might be it. That might still be a bit beyond.
Look at the Born Losers gaming guys,
like GameCubes and Wii's.
Like Wii's.
Okay, maybe not Wii.
Jesus,
but like,
you have like 10-year-olds going to your fucking class.
Well, I don't know, or they might not even really. Well, no, they did play. Like a lot of people play games now.
The Born Losers gaming guys, like from some of the conversations on their videos, like their first system was like an N64 for both of them.
It's okay. My first system was a GameCube. Although my first handheld was a Game Boy.
I mean, like like their parents bought the system and they were like 4 or 5, and it was an N64.
Yeah,
that was like the game that was like the system that was out at the time, N64.
Yeah, it's
like
when I mentioned the World Series, like when Toronto, the Blue Jays were the champions, of course, 2 years running, and I talk about how awesome it was because I was a huge Jays fan at the time.
Yeah,
just like most of the country, most of the kids our age were big Jays fans.
Well, I wasn't, because I wasn't a fucking hipster. You goddamn fucking...
How is that hipster? That's jockish.
You fucking assholes! You guys don't appreciate the old ways.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Devin essentially saying anything that is not his own taste is automatically hipsterish. Ladies and gentlemen, the most delusional man in the world.
No, I don't think it's quite like that.
Oh God, has it ever come across like that?
It's not. No. Hipsters. You mean like you, Dave? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about you. We're talking about Dave the hipster.
I'm a mild-mannered hipster.
We're talking about Dave R. Hipster.
David R. Oh God.
No, but like a lot of things.
We haven't even talked about this show
well,
at
all. Well, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, here's
the show.
The show sucks.
The kid is a chud. Obnoxious as hell. Has the worst voice in the world.
Hey,
I'm Louie Anderson. I can't even do his voice.
It's basically like Louie Anderson saw Bobby's World and is like, I want to do that too.
I can do that too. Yeah.
And they just made a shittier product.
And then fucking barrel-chested Tom Arnold plays his dad.
Yeah.
Or is his dad. I don't know. His dad just looks like the kind of guy that would just probably slap the shit out of you if you looked at him wrong.
Did you just burp? It sounded like...
I did. I was drinking beer. I had a Sapporo.
God.
Which is amazing.
A hipster beer? A fucking hipster? Oh my God. Dave is a hipster.
It's Japanese beer.
Dave's a hipster.
How is that's like an otaku
Dave's
beer.
A very hipster guy, you know that? Like, okay, but no, here. The show was shitty. The review was also pretty shitty. We didn't do a very good job of this.
No, because it involved me playing something that was kind of a parallel to myself. It's just me. It was like me if I was a enormous stoner and.
But you are an enormous hipster.
Oh. Yeah. No, it's not even Sapporo. It's Asahi. And then there's like a bag of weed.
That's even more.
Which is
hipster.
like, what was that? What was in there again? It was like fucking like
cilantro or something.
or basil or oregano.
You see, like you like Scott Pilgrim, which is hipster as fuck.
Yeah.
You like the hipster music. You like the hipster fashion. You dated hipster girls.
Yeah.
You have a beard, which is very hipster in and of itself for a guy your age to have a beard.
There are plenty of guys that have beards.
Yeah, but it is a hip. Okay, the beard by itself is not hipster, but the fact that you are hipster in other ways, it makes the beard hipster. Because beards are very hipster.
Here's the difference, though: is I don't take myself as seriously as a lot of those people do. Dove, here's this band that you've never heard of. Oh, you've never heard of it?
You do that all the time.
But the only difference...
Here's
the difference between you and me, though, is that you don't listen to anything.
Whenever I say I haven't heard of a band, you just straight up say, you're an asshole. I can't believe you haven't even heard of that.
Dub, you hadn't even heard of REO Speedwagon, which came out.
That is the most hipster. That's the most hipster sounding fucking name.
It came out 30 years ago,
and it sounds like a hipster band by just that stupid fucking name.
It's really not. It's like a hair metal band. It's like a fucking ballad band.
Here is this episode's Reviewtopia secret. Since every episode of commentary, we're gonna do like Reviewtopia secret at the end of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's this one. Dave's a hipster. Thank you. Oh!
Well, thanks for watching the Tall Thin Hipster. This is an actual Tall Thin Hipster saying goodbye.